here. Always great to talk about jobs, the economy, and energy security. I believe in pipelines. I believe they're the safest, most reliable, cheapest way to move bulk liquid crude. Undeniable. So having said that, I want to put up Mr. Mahmoud, this pipeline that you're speaking of ends up where?
Patokas, around Vernon.
Patoka's in my district. So I've been to the Patoka tank farm numerous times. It's one of our pride and joys. And so the two pictures that everybody can see is the one on the left is our pipeline system in our country right today. Sometimes what's happened in this debate because of the PR is that the country thinks that there's only one pipeline being built and we're only operating one pipeline. But there's obviously thousands and thousands of miles of pipeline and hundreds of pipelines that go across the transcontinental line. So if we were debating the other pipeline controversy of Keystone XL, you would think we've never had a pipeline go across a country boundary. But as the map shows, we've got gazillions. No, go back to that. So the red is crude oil, refined product. The blue is natural gas. And then the right one is the big red dot. That's Patoka. So you can see in my congressional district, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crude oil or refined pipelines, and look at all the blue ones, which is the natural gas. So let's go to the next slide. So I also deal with, this weekend I leave for Brussels. I'm a member of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly. NATO's always also a big news story today. Russia's used energy extortion to our allies. So this picture tells another story. The ship on the right is actually an LNG import terminal in Lithuania called Independence. Aptly named because it's the hope of our allies that as we build these pipelines and we move them to the East Coast, and then we build LNG terminals, compress it, put it on ships, that they no longer are extorted by Russian natural gas or Russian crude oil. They're our allies, they're our friends. They fought together in Afghanistan with us, they fought together in Iraq with us, and that is critical. Now, the other ship to the left is just an LNG terminal ship delivering LNG to Independence. Now, why do I weave this story? So there's a lot of people who say there's no economic benefits. There's huge economic benefits. If we're putting natural gas on the world market, it dramatically increases our balance of trade. It makes us a stronger nation. It makes communities, there's 30 applications for LNG terminals pending. I don't think they'll all get built. To build an LNG terminal is about $10 billion. And that's good jobs, good wages, good benefits. And not only that, I always talk about the tax benefit to these communities. Yeah, I have rural America, I have high power transmission lines, and I have some of my community folks don't like them. But when they go to the power plant, and that community that has the power plant has the tax base to fund its schools, and it has the tax base to do its county, we lose the focus of the benefits of energy when we have this narrow focus and we don't look at how it's benefiting the whole country. So I'm all in on the debate that it's the safest, most reliable, cheapest way to move it. I'm in it that it creates jobs. And I just want my colleagues here to understand the additional benefits that are happening not just in our country, but to our friends and allies in Europe. And with that, Mr. Chairman, no questions. I'll yield back.
Gentleman yields back.